Hello, and welcome back for more Fallouts. We haven't done a Fallout in a while, so I thought I'd do one for ya. We're now up to 61. 301 saves. Sort of. I skipped a couple of them. Making a mess. Oh, yes! We were playing around with the scripting for the recruitable NPCs. Creepy music. Okay, so let's retrieve. Wait, I thought I had a canister. Oh, I just dropped it. That's right. There we go. Yeah, because I was playing around with the... Never mind. Retrieve... Kitsune. I haven't talked to her yet. Let's see what the fox says. Before you lies an open tank with icy cold water slowly being drained through a long serpentine pipe. Well, I'm kind of getting turned on by that. Inside, a woman naked from head to toe lies gasping and shivering. Looking around quickly, you snatch a bundle of loose clothing from a nearby locker and drape them over her for warmth. Whoa, that had to be some trip. Are you alright? Yes, the preservator restored my body temperature. Not all of it. You give it some time for G to stop chattering. She recovers much quicker than you expect her to and looks you up with sudden gravity. Is it over? You mean the war? The war, yes. The war ended long ago. Finished about as soon as it started. She brushes wet strands of hair from her eyes. You notice one eye is brown while the other is emerald green. Who won? No one. She looks at you blankly. She's very easy on the eyes, especially for someone who was just thawed out of a block of ice. Don't mind the icy glare. When 90% of the world is scorched to a crispy brown, I'd say it's hard to declare a clear winner. I mean, there wasn't much left for a thing. What date is it? Is it still 2077? Hell no. She stares at the flickering screen, frozen in time like she never left the tank. You're right. I was in that thing for over a century? Yes. In fact, a century and a half. Seems like it. Hey, listen, don't look at me like that. I had nothing to do with putting you in there. Hell, my grandpa wasn't even alive back then. I just stumbled upon the location of this place and decided to check it out. Well, will you help me up, or will you help me up, or would like it better if I continued sitting naked at your feet? Since you're giving me a choice. She glares at you wordlessly. Of course I'll help you up. Why did you wake me? No particular reason. I have this terrible habit of touching everything I encounter. One thing led to another. No particular reason. You say you don't even work in this place? That's what I said. And if you hadn't come along, I would have been stuck in that thing even longer, maybe forever. She pulls one of the shirts you wrapped her in over her head. Everybody wants to know whose shirts she wears. What's it like now, the world out there? You said 90% of it was destroyed? My world is a wasteland, where every day is a struggle for survival. Most people have taken shelter in the ruined remains of the old ones. Others, like my tribe, attempt to forge a simple existence in the harsh wilderness. Truth told, it could be centuries before it becomes even close to recovering. It can't possibly be as bad as it sounds. It's nothing like America in 2077 for sure. She pulls a pair of pants on now. Oh, we never did introduce ourselves. You can call me Kitsune. Kitsune, what were you doing crowd in that tank? I don't know for sure. They knew the war was about to happen, so they put me in a preservator like the others. Do you have any clue what this place is? From what I know, it's a branch of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. I was in Arizona when the war happened. I was taken here immediately. You must have been pretty important for them to want to preserve you. Were you a chosen one like me? Oh, not exactly. I was a homemaker, married to a councilman. Before that, I wrote for several different news publications. It wasn't what you'd call a terribly exciting life. Well, they say print is a dying medium. What happened to him, your husband? Well, he probably got nuked. I don't know, probably one of the billions of casualties. I don't doubt any of my family made it through the war. My God, even if they did, it's been so long, everyone I ever knew is dead. She bites her lip and her eyes start to shimmer with tears, but she quickly wipes them away inside, bringing herself under control. What are you going to do now? I don't know. What do you do when you've been hibernating for over a century? Even bears don't sleep that long. The world out there isn't the world I knew. Don't know if I could stand to see what it's turned into. I know it's a wasteland out there, but you've still got a whole life to live. You're wasting it down here. Come with me and we can make something of it. You can either sit down here or rot, or you can come with me. You know, you're right. I could go back to being frozen and sleep it off for another 100 years, but that would be the cheap way out. I need to see for myself what the world's become and play a part in putting it back together. Come on then, let's get some ramen steaks. Don't make me regret this! So we have recruited the females. Whoops. Kitsune. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have been frozen in a cryo tank for no good reason. I'm interested in knowing what it was exactly about you that you did before you were put on ice. Why do you care? It's in the past. We're on the road together. I want to know more about you. Well, I suppose there's no secrecy anymore. It's just hard to break his lifelong... I was pretty much born a spy. My father was Chinese, but he and his government were no friends of the Chinese government. He was born in Beijing, but got the most important aspect of his education here in the States. When he returned home and got a job as a public servant, he'd already been recruited by the Americans as intelligence agents. Not over familiar with the politics of your time, but I think I follow what you're saying. Your dad was Chinese, but he was secretly a spy for the Americans, so that the Chinese ever suspect him. My father worked at the Ministry of Agriculture for 38 years. I guess that's a no. Well, one day an aide to the official my father was working for caught him making copies of secret documents. That couldn't have been good. Actually, it didn't turn out so bad. You see, she thought along the same lines as my father, and within a couple of months they were married. Some guys have all the luck, huh? They had me a year later. I was raised in China under the facade of a patriot. In school, I'd write about how China was the strongest when unified and how we had to continue to strive towards social equality. When I was older, I wrote for nationalist newspapers and participated in debates supporting the ruling party. Your parents took great pains to make sure your family's true loyalties stayed secret. All warfare is based on deception. I think Sun Tzu said that. My parents loved their country. They just hated the people who ran it. Man, isn't that the truth? I thought it would be better off as a democracy. The way they saw it, they weren't betraying China. They were working against a government they didn't believe was good for it. So they were traitors. So they were traitors to their people, but for their people's own good. Look, I'm sick of hearing about your parents. Go on. I married an official who worked for the Chinese Ministry of National Defense. I chose him because he was the most willing to talk about his work when we were together. So I played the role of the dutiful wife while secretly reporting relevant information back to my American superiors. But then things got complicated. My father was contacted by Dr. Reynard Moldrake, an old colleague he had worked with during his time in the States. Dr. Moldrake urgently requested a private meeting, but my father was in poor health at the time and was in no condition to travel to America. Dr. Moldrake agreed to meet me in his place. So what happened? It turned out Moldrake was part of a top-secret project at a West Tech research facility in Southern California. The project had started off innocently enough as an attempt to find a way to make people immune to the new plague, but it somehow evolved into something more sinister. Something called Forced Evolutionary Virus, or FEV. I've heard of that. We had a whole Fallout 1 that revolved around that. It had the potential to greatly enhance a person's strength and intellect, but the FEV was dangerously unstable. Despite this, the military hoped to use it to create an army of super soldiers that could crush the Chinese. Dr. Moldrake was against the change in the project's direction, but kept his mouth shut out of fear for his life. But when he learned that the military was testing the virus on unsuspecting small American towns, he knew he had to take action. The world needed to know the truth, so that's when he contacted your father. Right, when I met him, he gave me a holodisk containing classified documents of the FEV project. They put me in a rather difficult position. I could release the information contained in the holodisk and betray the country I'd sworn my loyalty to, or I could destroy the disk and bury the ugly truth from the people. I sent copies of the holodisk to just about every major news outlet in the world. It pretty much destroyed whatever sympathy the American government still had. That is oddly prescient, isn't it? I might have revealed the truth to the world, but I'm afraid I also set in motion its destructions. Things escalated quickly, and 8 months later the bombs were dropped. How'd you end up in that tank where I found you? The American government was hunting for the person responsible for leaking the information. They finally caught up with me just before the end. They were already preparing to freeze me when the sirens first sounded, probably to preserve me in case I had any more secrets I hadn't told them. Did you? It doesn't matter now, everyone's dead. Do you have any idea what the hell you brought about? What I may have brought about. The world would have blown itself up sooner or later anyhow. It was only a matter of time. Maybe you should refrain from sharing this little tidbit of information with anyone else. I get your drift. Say, since you are a spy, I'm sure you're pretty skilled at stealth and all that. Anything you can teach me? Yes, I've had quite a bit of practice with sneaking, lockpicking, and stealing. Here, let me show you a few things they don't teach you in the books. You've got it now. Remember, practice makes perfect. Hey, thanks. I think it's about time we headed out. And that's what the fox says. So, even though she's Chinese, she gets a Japanese name. That's great, because, you know, all them people look alike. Let's go talk to her again. About your eyes. What about them? What's the term for it? Heterochromia? Mine is in a natural condition. The one on the left didn't belong to me. I lost the old one in an accident. And I've never learned to appreciate that until now. What do you mean? Ever since the transplant, I always felt like I was seeing the past in one eye and the present in the other. More so than ever now, and that helps me carry on. We all have our ways of coping. That's kind of interesting, actually. Combat control. So she is good at lockpick. That's great. Has 9 action points and 80 hit points. That's great. I don't really want her though. I want the big scary black man. Oh. Forgot to pick up the thing. No, not Cassidy. Oh, it's sunshiny outside the back of your head. Pick up canister. Talk to machine. Retrieve. This guy. Cat Jules. As you approach the cryogenic chamber, you see a slender, naked black man sprawled on the floor. His muscular body is still shaking from the icy cold water. He looks up at you as you approach. Who are you? Standing up and shaking himself dry like a wet animal. The man looks at you and smirks, revealing some oddly sharp front teeth. Who am I? Who are you? You look like a heavily armed hobo. Probably the nicest thing I've been called. The name's Sergeant Jules, but you can call me Cat. I'm the fastest and best-looking soldier on this base. And pretty much the only soldier on this base, really. Right, whatever you say. This is some government facility, as far as I know. They do all kinds of top-secret research, but it's awfully quiet. Where is everybody? Well, this is probably going to come as a shock to you, but you've been frozen for over a century. The world's not the same anymore. They dropped the bombs and the earth went silent. Society is still trying to rebuild itself from the ashes. Sergeant Jules looks at you with a raised eyebrow. You ain't kidding, are you? Well, they actually followed through with it then. Damn. Or should I say, damn! Guess I'm lucky to have been pulled from the military and brought here. You in the army? Yep, I was the energy weapons expert. Energy weapons, eh? Pretty nimble on my feet, too. I was only in the army for about a year before I was reassigned here. It's a shame I'll never see any of my friends again. I would have liked to exchange some goodbyes. I'm sorry for your losses, but you have to move on. Wallowing in your own misery won't get you anywhere. I guess you're right, but what am I going to do now? Well, I have to go. See ya. Hey, why not? I'll show you this cat still got what it takes. I need to put on some clothing first. These really aren't my style, but I guess still do. Need something? Let's see. Let's look at his long-winded backstory. I used to be the guard for one of the genetics labs. They were messing with human and feline DNA. Trying to make something with the best of both worlds, I suppose, and that's where yours truly comes in. Oh, there's lots of text. Cat flashes you his toothy grin. They wanted a volunteer for one of their projects. It was for scouts and the like, supposed to make you more agile and flexible. I like the sound of that. Leers. I don't think that's the right word you want to look. I don't think that's the word you want to use. That's what I mean. Anyway, they gave me the shot, put me under, and the next thing I know, I had these teeth and I felt sharper, kind of predatory. Go on. Well, apparently the experiment wasn't going as planned, and whatever they put inside me wasn't sitting with me, my systems. I don't know what they meant by that, since I felt better than ever. They decided to throw me in the cryo freezer until they figured out what to do with me, and then I thawed you out. You owe me one. Yeah, you saved me. In return, maybe I can save your sense of style. Job, monkey. Monkey? Must be the cat DNA talking. That's all I need to know for now. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive. Just 'cause I'm a honky don't mean you get to start calling me names, man. Since you were in the army, you could teach me stuff. Energy weapons and other big guns. That should help. This combat control. Skill is small guns. That's okay. He has a leather jacket. Impacts on hurt a lot. Attack whoever is closest, I think. Distance charged, ranged, then melee. Yeah, of course. Run away. Be careful not to hit me. I can't select be absolutely sure you're not going to hit me. That's nice. Well, we have a new NPC. New as in completely new. I want you to stay close to me. I don't like it when they spread out, that's all. Well, this certainly has been a fun experience. Mr. Handy, get out of the way. I thought I heard a little bleep from something or somewhere. I guess not. Oh yeah, let's see. Ooh, energy weapons is up to 92%. Big guns is up to 56%. I should give Jules a weapon. What do I have on me? Do I have anything on me? I have seeds. You want some seeds? I have drugs. Laser pistol. That would probably be a good weapon for you to have right now. Bozar. Yeah, here, have a laser pistol. That'll work. That should make you effective in combat. Let's see. Now we got an extra set of hands to carry capacity with. Let's get out of this level. I thought we were leaving this place for good. Man, come on. It's only been like 15 seconds since I unfrozen you. Jeez. Is there anything else that I need to do here? I think the only thing is that there was a hologram that was speaking in binary, but it couldn't understand him. And I don't think there's any way around that. What does Mr. Kemi do? See if I can make Mr. Kemi do something else. What? Nothing. Really? No more special options for Mr. Kemi. I think we're just about done here. Fortunately, we're not going to understand the director of science. But my science skill is like 97%. That should be enough. And I'm 17,000 experience points to a new thing. You all blocking the doorway? Get out of my way. It's time to be out of the EPA. We've done enough protecting of the environment for now. What's left of it? There's nothing left of the environment. Creepy music. Go outside. Climb up rope. Hey, there's K9. Come with me. Let's go. now I got a full group. Hey, my charisma is very good. That's interesting. I'm not even wearing the whatchamajig glasses. Put that away. Yeah, I'm done with this place. What else is left to explore? Well, we still have the Broken Hills and the Sierra Army Depot, and it looks like there was still some other places that hadn't been... Oh, let's see if we have any, What the hell?
So, you finally came around, huh?
Hey, it's Myron!
I knew you would. You need me. No, I don't want to hang out with another family. The Mordinos were enough. Lose some baggage and then come talk to me.
I forgot that, that Myron still exists. So... Where's my mirrored shades? I'll put these sunglasses on. It'll increase my charisma.
So, you finally came...
Let's go.
Alright.
And then...
Yeah, I'm listening.
I need you to take off that armor you're wearing.
This sucks.
Yeah, you suck, Myron. I've got someone who will be more useful to carry it. In fact, I'm just gonna leave you here, Myron, because I don't like you. You're lame. Oh, I cannot carry that much. Seriously? I'll put these back. Oh, come on. At least take these H&Ks. How much am I carrying? Oh, I'm like right at the limit, man. That explains it. Put something in the trunk. What's so heavy? Small piece of machinery. This doesn't do anything. Motor? 40 horsepower electric motor. I'm just gonna drop that because it doesn't do me anything. What the hell am I carrying that weighs so much? I'll drop this too because I don't know what it does. I shouldn't be carrying that much stuff. Security, it weighs 2 pounds. Cost per weighs 10 pounds. Weighs 5 pounds. Got 10 pounds of seeds. 10 pounds of super toolkit. Keys. I don't need these keys. I'll drop those. It's 2 pounds. Bozar weighs 22 pounds. Crowbar weighs 5 pounds. Man, stuff is heavy in the future. Must be all that released ionization or something. 236. I gotta drop more. What's really heavy? 10 pounds. Let's drop the Geiger, this toolkit. Drop it. Or drop it. And the rifle.
Yeah, what? Can't you see I'm thinking here?
I can see you're stinking here, Myron. Give me that power armor. You don't deserve it. It should go to a real soldier man. Oh, shit. Did I just drop a whole bunch of cool stuff in a place where I can't possibly pick it up? Fuck. Oh, well, that was good. God damn it. I didn't save either. Stupid. Okay. Now we'll just blow right through this real fast. Because we already read the dialogue options. Your test subject. Cat Jules. Yeah. You see a fine looking black man. You're pretty cool. Brother from another mother. Come on and join me. Let's go. Put on your leather jacket. Here's your story. Since you were in the army, teach me some stuff. Need to change distance, stay close to me. I think combat controls, only thing I don't think I changed anything. It's just whoever's closest. I think that's the only thing I changed. Done. Talk. Talk is cheap. Caps are expensive. Alright, let's go. I'm tired of this place. Come on, run. Move your spindly, powered, armored legs. Ground floor. Ropes. Unnecessarily large turbines. Century-old goo. Women's lingerie. Let's go. As you command, master. That's a good boy. Alright, let's get that dork Myron out of her power armor. We'll just leave him here. Okay, let's save though. Done with EPA. Put on the shade so I can have that charisma boost. In order to do so, drop this small heavy piece of machinery. The super toolkit. Maybe not the Gauss rifle. Motor. I'll drop the Bozar, that's pretty heavy. Should be easy to find it on the ground because it's a giant gun. It's like, whoa, what's that giant gun doing on the ground?
So, you finally came around.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's talk about your gear.
Yeah, I'm listening. This sucks.
You suck, Myron. Sorry, I just have to say it again. Give me all your stuff. I'm gonna leave you here. Goodbye, Myron.
Excuse me. Wait for you here? Are you kidding? Tell me you're kidding.
Stay here until I come back, understand?
Oh, are you fucking serious? Whoa, hey, you keep me around? I'll do you a favor. Huh? What do you say?
Just wait here.
Okay, I'll wait here. Whew. You could show me a little more respect, you know. I am Myron.
Whatever. Ugh. Weaselly little... Hey, stop moving. Where did you go? Oh, you're right there. How can the cat be of service? You could start by putting on this bitch in armor. Don't really need that leather jacket. I'll take that from you. Oh, I should have given him the laser pistol too. That's right. That was the other thing I forgot to do. Now he will have a gun. Pretty decent gun, really. Lasers are like the future, man. Combat control. Put on your best armor. Use whatever the best weapon you say. Oh, cool. He's in power armor too. Now we look like a bunch of mechanical badasses.